Lower bands touch NQ on the 39. Enigma short on the NQ3.
Alrighty then, mic check, mic check. Hello. Let me see if I can fix the mic here. Alright, I'm bumping that up here. Hold on. Windows is doing a thing. Yep, there it was. Windows had it all the way down to like 52%. Okay, let me bring that back now. And we don't want to be clipping. Test 1, test 2. There we go. All right. Thanks for hanging out here this morning with us. I need to reheat this coffee here real quick. We are still about a half hour from the US Open. And we got, wow, we got triple enigmas on the way down here. CPI, is that what's on the docket for today? Let me pull up Financial Juice here. Let's see, ECB bond holds. USK Schiller 20 year over year. Let me refresh this page here on Financial Juice here. Let's see. Today is Tuesday, so Wednesday. This is we're going to be pre FOMC tomorrow. Wow. Okay, so this is. Let's get to it here. Don't forget, trading is risky and all that business. And let's get down to business, shall we? All right, let's look at the higher time frame. Okay, well, that 45-degree angle just held all day yesterday. Let's get a measure. I'm kind of curious. So how many ticks did that move? 2,650 ticks from bottom to top there. One day, 2,650 ticks. Yesterday was quite a day. What was that? January 26th, 26 yesterday on the run. Okay, so I've got full auto running across 4 instruments up top. Got that rolling here this morning already. I think our sound is still a little loud.
Lower bands touch NQ on the.
No, we're at about 80. You guys let me know if mic versus background sound, any of that needs to get adjusted. Sounds a little loud to me. I might just need to adjust my speakers local. News officially Yeah, there we go. I don't know what it is. I just feel I feel comfortable when I got a nice 10 a.m. news event, right? Yesterday was no news, and so the market just had its way. Almost nothing to interfere. I think it was one of the few days I've ever seen where Trump wasn't talking nonstop. I believe he took the day off or something. I was listening to some news at dinner last night, and they were like, we won't see Trump until tomorrow. He's taking the day off, and then on Wednesday he's going to be doing this, and this. So I have a feeling today is going to be a busy day for him. Good morning, Bruno. All right, but I don't know. This is kind of my favorite style day. I'll just tell you, in general, if you look at the news and you got a block like this, I'm not sure why I like it. You guys tell me. Do y'all feel good about this in the morning, where it's like, okay, you got a nice hour block between 9 a.m. The next news event is 10 a.m. You got that perfect 60 minutes, like that 1 hour, real-time protection. Thank you for that reminder. Let's remind everyone. I did change mine right before I got on stream, so I know mine is off. Make sure you got your real-time protection off. Remember, it's not about our system. It's not AlgoBox needs the real-time protection turned off. Listen, every gamer knows that before you go play a video game, you turn off the real-time protection, any kind of scanning that's going to go on your computer, stuff like that. You just turn it off. So that's our reminder. We want our PC running its fastest. We don't want any glitching. We don't want any hesitations, any of that kind of stuff. So that's kind of why we do that. Other things. Wow, I just noticed, looking back behind me, my office is a little dark. I'm going to do two things here real quick. We are still early. We have 23 minutes to the U.S. Open. We know we've got a nice news block gap here till 10 a.m. And I'm gonna turn on some lights over here, and I need to reheat this coffee here. My early bird there this morning, I just had a sip and was like, oh no, gotta redo that. We had 3 enigmas down here from the top of this enigma. Can everybody see the importance of this double delta shift? That is a DDSR. If you're going through our documentation, look up DDSR. Put it in your notes to look up today. Double delta shift reversal. Watch the videos around it. Watch the opportunities on it. It is like a ready DD, but 2 of them and an exchange of hands. That is why it's an important area. If you start to see a yellow vertical with the delta shift, number 1. A single one is important. A double, go watch the video on why a double delta shift reversal even more important. Now, we have an 8.6 landing there as well on the AO cross, plus an enigma. So this makes it a super power moonshot short right there. Now let's get a measurement on the tick count drop. Pushed it down 132 ticks along the way. We had another enigma event fire. This one to the bottom one, still 69 ticks before we turned around. And then we have a 5.6 to the low side. If you see a third one down this low, yes, it grabbed a 20 bag. It could have, you could have gotten 20 ticks out of it, but a little bit dangerous when you're, getting down to the very bottom. You can set some kind of crazy trap when you see this many down leg moves. It's the whole point of the 4-legged dog trap. Another one you might want to look up here today. If you are new with us, go look up 4LDT in the documentation. If you are wondering what I'm talking about, like, what do you mean? What's talking about documentation? If you go to docs.algoboxpro.com, that will take you there directly. Or if you're just on algoboxpro.com and at the very top, click on documentation. That is what we go through in the entire 8-day boot camp. If you're like me and you don't like to read and having to, okay, do I really want to, okay, click here, go through, Yeah, and it's fun too, because at the end, we always have a video on every section. So if I come up here to the search in the top right, and I'm gonna type DDSR, oops, if I can type right here this morning, double delta shift reversal, there she is. So that's what we want to go look at. Check out the examples around some of that, the standard operating procedures around this, normal tick counts, depending on which algo bar size that you're on. Remember that I'm going to be currently running on the 5s. I'm kind of doing that in between. Often you will see me run on the 4s on my screen, but you remember, what do I pair a 4 with? I do a 4-6 due to that fractal nature of the market. So markets being fractal, I'm going to use a 4-6 split, but today I'm going right in the middle of those 4s, 6s. I'm adapting my play style because in the month of February, I'm going to be doing kind of a small account challenge, but this is going to be an Apex Funded Next challenge. I'm going to be doing Apex and Funded Next accounts, and I'm going to be running a trade copier, and just approaching the markets with trader funding is a bit different. I'll talk about my kind of approach to those things. And again, I'm not a pro expert by any means in this area, so I'm actually looking for you guys to help me in the month of February. Kind of your own experience around trader funding programs. I'm going to do my best. Hopefully I learn along the way with you guys. I still believe that trader fundings are a great opportunity for new traders to get themselves funded, get to the point of being self-funded. All of the trader funding programs now are, you know, I don't know if it's regulation coming that they know about or what is driving them, but almost every single one of them that I've been hearing recently is talking about their path to live. And I think that everyone should kind of have a mental path for live anyways. And I believe that is the way that everything is moving. That might be avoiding the CFD style regulation that is probably coming to that industry. I think there's been a lot of speculation around that. It does feel like a little bit more heat is coming in on that. So that's kind of my feelings around it. Yeah, give us a shout out and a good morning there. Do me a favor, smash that like button here real quick while I go and heat up this coffee so I can wake up. Also, I need to light up the office. It's a little dark in here. So give me just a moment, and then we've got the markets opening here in about 18 minutes. Let me make sure the Financial Juice audio is on. I haven't been a little quiet there. Nope, I didn't. That's why. I've been a little quiet. Did not hear the juice. There we go. It's officially on now. I'm going to grab that coffee reheat, and then we'll talk through some more of those play setups that are coming. We've got the last move here. We had divergence here after a straight-legged move there, so it's going to be interesting. We're starting to widen out here. So pre-FOMC day, I'll be wanting to trade toward the golden ropes. In general, we are up off of the golden ropes, so the golden ropes are down below us here. So my initial positions there this morning will be to get down there to those golden ropes before 10 a.m. So as a bear player in general, that should be an exciting time for us here today, but we'll see how it goes. I'll be right back here. I'm gonna heat this up and turn some lights on. Let's get some lights going in here. It's a little dark.
Canada's PM Carney says, I told Trump I meant what I said in Davos. Canada is responding to change in US trade policy. I did not walk back on Davos comments.
Enigma long on the GC2.
Canada's PM Carney says, I spoke to Trump on Monday about Canada's arrest
All right.
and the opportunity to move forward on USMCA.
So we got a nice power PRZ cross short here. I am tempted to go ahead, if we come back into it, put a little white line here where my ideal entry, we came back up to it already just a moment to go, probably as I was grabbing that coffee reheat there. Let's turn AudioBox on. Let's see. Yeah, good time for questions here this morning. We got a few minutes before the US Open. Try to get some of that answered. I realize that I don't appreciate Enigma and Alpha Mega as much as you do in the chart for Algo bars. I need to configure something that I've missed. Appreciate the help. To configure your Alpha Omegas. Yeah, so market's moving slow enough here where I can get into the indicator set. Now remember, I don't recommend coming in and making changes to your charts while the markets are moving hot. Right now I could tell the markets are moving slow enough where we can go in and make some adjustments. Don't open up this indicators window while the markets are going super fast and be like, oh, I'm going to go change some stuff in here. Remember, the way that things are working, the more bars that are being printed at a time, the more calculations that are coming in. And remember, each one of these lines here represents an algorithm running, doing calculations. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 algorithms on the lowest time frame chart. So don't be trying to open that up. Now, mind you, this is the default out of the box. But speaking of default out of the box, he is asking Alpha Omega tuning settings, I believe, is what you're going to. And you're asking, what are my settings? So here are my settings right here that matter. So if you are zooming in here, low strength threshold is a 5, high strength value 18. I could adjust that. In fact, I'm going to change it right now. High is actually anything over like a 10.5. But I think I'm going to set this to like a 15 for color connection change. I set to like a 12 or above. Again, that's more of a color change, but to actually the visual, the biggest change here is going to be this first one. Low threshold value is going to say, hey, what's going to, how big does it need to be for me to even show it to you at all? So if you are missing, I would say missing, but if you don't see the same enigmas that I have on our chart here, it's this value right here. Also, someone mentioned we are on the 37R for the optimized range. Is that correct? Okay. So refresh. Oh, and look at that.
Enigma long on the G.
We have another one right there, 18.1 here as I refresh here. So getting some additional pieces of data there. And looks like we have an Enigma event right there at that same location. And I now don't see that that threshold there, so there's a little bit of a discrepancy in reading right there. And I'm looking down here, and I can kind of see why. I can see why that might be, there might be a discrepancy depending on how that's dividing up. It's pre-market, so you know you get some different action there, different spread value as those orders are coming in. Let's see. What's our time? 9:21. Still have 9 minutes to the US Open here, and I need to save my workspace after I change this one, 37R, for my optimized range here. Let's see if that changes much at all. Thank you, Brian, and thank you. I think it was Christian who had said that earlier. Thank you very much for that. You're very welcome, Bruno. Now, another thing, as far as my alpha omegas, what are showing, I am on L1 on the 4s. And now, speaking of, that was another thing. Like, I almost hate to change this, take a screenshot of what's currently here, because I am going to move up one level to the 5s. And this is, I say practice, because I'm trading in, we're doing live market action here today, but I am also practicing for February next week of trading this higher time frame for my entry chart, so that I've got trades that in theory, I want to see them go straight to target for 200 and 400 tick bags is my prep for basically being able to easily pass these trader funding program evaluations and getting straight into PAs. And you guys know the drill, right? I'm going to pass the eval, know their eval rules, and then get on your way to PA, in my opinion, as soon as possible. Now, if you're a brand new trader, you need to spend some time practicing. So I heard Mike Schwartz actually this morning talking to his crew over there, and he was mentioning, this little trick. He's like, these tricks for passing your evals, just load up on the CPI and just, press go long. And when it goes enough in your favor, just close out, and then you get your CPI in one day. So, you don't get any practice. So this whole idea that using evals and using trader funding to learn, I don't think you're learning anything by you doing some trick that's going to be a 50-50 coin toss. But what do I know? I approach things a bit differently in life in a lot of areas and ways. So, but for me, because I have been around the markets long enough, I don't need necessarily practice. So yes, I want to pass those evals as soon as, but if you have a good system, you should be able to do that anyway, right? So I'm planning on just rocking it out. I need to, I can tell I've got that little bug thing where I've got 2 on my screen. Okay, so sometimes this can happen when we are making adjustments without disconnecting and being offline. So right now I have this little bug scenario here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the enigmas real quick. Let's see, do we have time? Yeah, we got 6 minutes. Hopefully the market doesn't just go crazy here. But as I went into the indicators, made a change and refresh, sometimes this will show 2 of those. So I'm going to go and just remove and re-add the Enigma Platinum. So I'm going to hit remove, apply. Do I have 2 on the screen? Let me press F5 here and refresh. Do I have 2 on the screen? One moment, please. Live demonstrations. Full Master Enigma Platinum. Confluence level 1. Okay, I'm still getting 2 here. Okay, I'm going to duplicate chart here and close this one. Okay, we got one panel. Okay, there we go. I don't know what's going on with my chart there. Okay, now we're good. We got one. And we're ready to go. Okay, what's our time? We have 4 minutes. Let's get settled in here. So, 2-step rule. I've got 2 filters for my direction. Got the nerd. Currently, nerd is red. Arrow is red. So I've got red and red. Should be hovering fingers over the sell right now. Currently, both of those are red. Don't forget, these are our play setups that we're looking for right here. Print out one of your cheat sheets or take a look at your cheat sheet. Wow, can't talk here this morning. rushing to get to the open here, and the bots are up 1,700. I'm going to go ahead and flatten them out. 1665 for the bots there this morning. I'm going to go ahead and disable them across the boards here, and I'll kind of go show you guys how I do some of that here. Okay, so the bots, they hit, you know, I basically look over in the corner of my eye and I can see where they're at in their P&L. They've put away about 1,600 up top, playing Enigmas, and they've done their job. They're already up 1665. It kind of puts me ahead there this morning. I'm happy to run with that. Normally I want to run my bots between 1,000 and 2,000. Yesterday was super fast action and pretty much long side only stuff, it looked like, and we got 30, almost 3,400 ish yesterday before 10 a.m. And so, but that's not normal. It was normally I'm going to be closing out there around 1,000 to 2,000 pretty quickly here, and even being up over 1,600 before the market open. It's a little, it's unique. We are getting a lot of movement, which is great. As day traders, we love it. Or I personally do. I've seen I have seen people claiming that they're day traders who are like, I don't like it when the market's moving. Like, I don't understand that. That's where all the money's made. Intraday movement. We are intraday players. Why would you not want more opportunities? Why would you want to make less and not more? I don't know. But maybe their system's just not as good. I totally understand. Good morning, Kit. Good morning, Noob. Can the AB scrolling 2-week free trial? What? Can the AB scrolling text be adjusted so we can see the time on the chart? Helps me watch it. Oh, down here at the bottom. Yeah. In fact, I can just move this up here. There we go. Is that helpful? Yeah, there we go. Did you get any snow? Yes, we got, well, in the backyard on the trampoline area, there was like 3 inches of snow on there, and we had a good time. The kids were making snow angels in the trampoline area. Then we tried to pull it all out. Oh my goodness, what a job.
1 minute kan we get the market on
Double delta NQ on the 9.
Okay, let me save the workspace there.
Long on the GC2.
Save, there we go. Yeah, no problem.
On the GC2.
What kind of PC do you have to run as many tabs on a software? 285K. 285Ks are also very cheap because there were gamers love the 14900, and so 285K has a faster single thread core, so it's awesome. I got deals on it, man. I bought the whole family. Everybody got a 285K here because 285K is still the fastest single thread core count speed, but they got dogged on by the gamers because it's a different type of workload. So 285K there for a while. I don't know if it's still that way, but it was a bargain because places like who's that guy, Linus Tech Tips, they were like, well, even though this claims to be faster, what we found was we got more frames on the 14900, so save your money, don't buy a 285K. As soon as they said that, the price dropped for the 285K, and I was like, thank you. All right, we might have a Super AO. Be careful, we might get a bounce here. We have a Super AO level 4 coming in on the, yep, there she goes, and the bounce. Look at that, beautiful. This is why you want the AlgoBox, folks. Nowhere else. Nowhere else. Beautiful. Okay, but now I might want to tow in here on a Super AO in the other direction. On, did I just say Super AO? That is a get ready with a cipher. Adding in on the shark back. Seuss, add on bar there. We are still red and red. See if I can get 20 or 40 bag out of it. There's 14.
Fib.NQ.
Ooh, green dot. That might push it back up here.
NQ on the 5.
This is the place they want to shove it.
So General Motors shares up 5.5% after company reports higher Q4 core profit.
Okay, here comes the move. Yeah, there's the cross. Right at the top of it here. All right, I'm going to peel some right here. I'm going to take half a loss there
DC
on that first move. Second set of crosses, mega late Nate. Now I'll re-engage right on the mega late Nate.
Enigma short on the
Right in front of the DCDM target.
Enigma short on the RTY1 on the 9. Enigma short on the RTY1.
Are we still red? Yeah, red and red. Okay. Mega late Nate is the play. Stop over the crosses here. Again, I'm having to get a little used to the 5s, slight adjustments here, but almost every one of these I could potentially, the potential is 35 to 40 ticks approximately off of level 5 plays where I'm used to being on the 4s, and there's 66. Sure, why not? Trade number 1, $5,700. That is the other thing too, is the larger opportunities coming in on those 5s. And not that I want to take higher, like longer plays when we start trading the trader funding programs, but the play opportunity is larger. So scalping a piece of that in theory will be easier doing the trader funding program. Sorry, I know we didn't get back to that chat. No snow in Atlanta, but just super cold. Ready for everything to miss here. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Thanks for coming and hanging out here this morning with us. And I've been seeing some of those results from you. You've been posting. That was awesome. Really appreciate seeing all of that. Love it.
Session high.
Divergence lower bands on the 9.
I believe you'll work on each prop separately because one with trailing drawdown, the other EOD. Ah, I want to actually talk about that misnomer. So yes, there is trailing drawdown up to the buffer, and then it's a static after the buffer. Does anybody understand that? Anybody kind of know what I'm talking about there with Apex?
Fib.NQ on the 37.
So, I mean, that's the way that I understood it now, and someone else had explained that to me, is that, well, once you reach the buffer, that trailing drawdown goes away. Right now, I don't know, maybe everybody, like, once they reach the buffer, they're just, you know, instantly pressing the pull a payout button, and maybe that's why they don't. I don't know. What is that? Why is it that people kind of still hold on to that feeling that Apex is always the trailing intraday trailing drawdown kind of thing?
Enigma short on the RTY1. Fib.NQ on the 5.
And again, that is more of a challenge. It absolutely is. And again, you don't have to do that in your own personal accounts.
Enigma short on the NQ5.
I always take a payment first, then buffer my buffer. That's you. Okay. I gotcha. Yeah, so one of those things that with Apex, oh, I missed my 19.7 right there. So there's trade number 2. But I didn't get to take that. Let me see if I can get a white line response here. I'm going to push F6 right here. Okay, here's a red dot for me to add back one more time here.
US dollar extends full.
We're currently into neutral, so we're not red anymore here, but looks like, and there's a 40 bag. All right, put me at 6,500 for 2 trades here this morning. Quarter position to push it just a little bit farther. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. 65.30 for 2. Now my mind comes over here, and I am focused here on the bonus. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. And then now mentally, I'm going to be thinking about that bonus play to nudge it a little bit farther. I want to get some perfect play set up there. I want to hold on to what I got. And okay, sitting here right at prior high. Let me try to put my game hat on here because we might get another one real quick here. 9:36. We're only 6 minutes past the U.S. Open.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 37.
Prior high currently sitting in neutral and red arrow. We have jagged on the tape. Give a jagged warning on the tape, folks. Big play is coming. Big move is coming. Looking for an entry. Again, right now, I'm sitting pretty with the bots. I'm up over 7K on the day, but now I'm thinking about just a little bonus nudge. How I mentally prepare. 9:37. What's today's date? The 27th.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 37.
$9.40 reversal coming up. Yep. Okay, currently sitting in neutral. Didn't I set this always on top? Oh, I missed it. I don't think I need to show tab either.
Double delta NQ lower bands touch NQ on the 37.
All right, we might have another bounce here. It is a super AO high time frame opportunity, low time frame risk.
Fib.NQ.
I apologize with all this cold weather. My nose is on the run.
Enigma short on the RTY1. Enigma short on the YM2. Lower bands touch NQ on the 37. Fib.NQ on the 5.
Okay, here's double king timing right here.
Fib.NQ on the 37. Fib.NQ on the 5.
Okay, that is a switch.HMD short here. I'm just going to toe in here, stop above that dot here. We'll close it pretty quick if I start to hear buyers in up over that. Yep. Okay. Right in on Sharkback, Super AO. Add to position. We kind of knew that might be in there.
Double delta NQ on the 9.
Of course, as I say, I'm gonna close it up quick. I'm like, well, you know, no. I'm gonna see if I can work that.
Fib.NQ.
Oof, another dot here. Let's see if I can just close it back at my. It's gonna let me POE it. Nope. She's on the run. That big bounce. Okay, it's a big bounce.
Short on the NQ5.
And there's my Enigma that I should have waited for. Woulda, shoulda, coulda. All right, I'm going to take a small loss here first at my POE. It did not get all the way back to my POE. It's like a couple ticks from it, so it is technically a loss. I did not close out at the entry. This is what I should have waited for. Still could have grabbed my little 20 bag for my bonus here, but that's getting eaten up by that big bounce out of the Super AO. There's a divergence now as well. But this could be a big bear trap down here. You know those bulls. It's 940, so it's perfect timing for the 940 to 950 reversal time here. Could be tricky here. I might have to. Nah, I'm going to go ahead and take a loss here. Okay, I'm going to peel off half here, pull off some. Here, those buyers step into it. Right back to the prior Enigma. There's my line. First time we touched moderate buy. ES pointing up. ES making a strong move up there.
Double delta.
There's my Super AO, and so I'll give that one more go here up top. Okay, let's see if we get a 100 tick pull from this. 100 ticks would be its max if they're going to hold on to control. So 100 ticks from the top there would be right about here.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 37.
Would normally Seuss right there, but I'm already
Double delta and
pretty big here. Let's see if I can delta shift. There we go. There's the 100 ticker pulling half right there. Does it have any? Does it have a few more ticks in it? There we go. And we're gonna get the Enigma target. Yes, we are. Beautiful, beautiful. Over 10K on the day now, but instead of coming in back here, should have waited on this one, then added right here. Beautiful. Super AO plus the Enigma drama. Getting in on those fives after the big bounce. So remember when I said might be a bounce here? There it is, 4.6 Super AO on the high time frame. High time frame opportunity. The measure all the way back to that zone, 229 ticks for the bounce into the prior zone before we got that turn. Then 100 tick drop for the bonus. Let's go. So that one got a little dicey, having to peel some off around there, and is a gnarly looking P&L graph there this morning. Again, things that you can't do in a trader funding program there. We'll have to be approaching that differently in February. Again, that my normal play style that I can, it's so much easier playing on self-funding with larger account is easier to play with. You have more, it's like being the chip leader on the board playing poker. You've got more options for your position sizing and adding to the pool. You just have more options.
Enigma long on the G.
Whiskers, major bag for the 940 reversal. Awesome. And that right there is a Whiskers special. Also one of those, remember what I said this morning, if you roll back the tape when I was talking about that gap between 9 and 10 a.m., I feel like it's like the perfect time window. Are you like that too, Whiskers, where you just feel like if you don't have news till 10, it's just like, it's falling into my beautiful standard operating procedure, the norm, right? We kind of get into this nice normalcy. You kind of want the trading to be boring. You kind of want it to just be easy and just get on about your business. You're just like, okay, come in, hit it, get it, and go.
Enigma short,
you know,
NQ3.
You are too, you know. So it's like, that beautiful 10 a.m. It's kind of just, it puts this nice little backstop there too, because almost like people are like, well, I like it when there's no news there at all. I don't know. I feel like there's a nice little backstop to it there, kind of almost a forced mental break, if you will, where you're like, okay, I'm gonna play till 10 a.m. and then 10 a.m. comes, we'll listen to the news, let the news take over, and I don't know, it just feels like there's it's an easier way to play. And then this lands right in the middle of it, 940 to 950. Great to hear it. Thanks, Ethan. Appreciate that. Dave Chris AR buffers his buffer also. Let me talk to you guys about that. So when you say that buffer your buffer, gotta give me an example of, like, well, let's wait till 10 a.m. when the news is coming here. Don't want you typing right now, but at 10 a.m. let's talk about buffer the buffer. Let's talk about that strategy around that. Also has a 30% drawdown rule. Can't let any given trade go and draw down more than 30% of your available drawdown. If DD is 2,500, trade cannot lose more than 750, etc. Yeah, so getting to that buffer, it's like in every effort to get to the buffer, and then you can kind of take that sigh of relief, right? Okay, probably going to get a reversal back down right there. Do we have time? Yeah, we do. Okay, I'm kind of bummed that I didn't hit that. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Pull the trigger, bro. Super DCR. Oh, you're going to give me another shot at it? Okay, let's do that. Come back to it. I'm going to toe in here. I am FOMOing this. Fear of missing out. Do as I say, not as I do. It's already grabbed its bag there. I bet that's like a 50 or 60 tick drop. Yeah, 60 tick drop already. So it kind of missed the first play. First one's the best one often. However, if we get a triple crown, that's 1, 2, this is a 3 touch. We get a little triple crown reversal. I'm for it. All right, into it. Seuss, red dot, add. So 3/4 position here. Stop over the dot.
Fib.NQ on the 9.
Hesitated to Seuss right there, but I should have gone ahead and gone to full position on it because we are red and red. I don't know why I chickened on that. Should have gone ahead and added one more on that for full position.
RTX shares up 2.2% after higher Q4 revenue and profit.
Yikes. Hearing some buyers step in there, popcorn on the tape. All right, I'll peel off half there over the dot here. Back to neutral now. Neutral and green on my 2 filter scenario there.
Enigma long on the GC2.
10 minutes ago till the top of the hour, we get the US CV consumer confidence. Forecast is 91 prior 89.1 with a range of 94 to 88. This will be the data for January. At the same time, we get the US.
All right, peeling it off, getting even smaller there.
Forecast -5 prior -7.
Coming up fast, so I don't think it's going to last. There's my Super AO. There's where I really want to go. Let's go. No, don't run without me.
Shares of US health insurers fall.
Super Crab with a Super AO.
Payments.
Currently neutral, so I don't have my direction filter with me here, but looking for that potential return. If we pop over that cross, I'll have to kill it. Yep. Okay, popped over the cross.
Touch NQ on the 30s.
Taking the loss. Running up. I don't remember what we had this line there from before. We have a crab structure over on the right on the 9s. Inside of the green zone. Neutral and green. Those bulls just stepped right in here to make their presence known.
CB consumer confidence. Medium impact news event Richmond Manufacturing Index.
Seuss.
Fib.NQ on the 5.
Okay, if that green dot pierces, I will add.
Upper bands touch NQ.
Ooh, wow, it snapped. Didn't really give me a good chance for an entry on that because of the snap through. So that dot was right about there at that white line for the entry.
NQ on the 37.
So the first green dot did not hold. So that's telling me that bulls are not necessarily in full control here, at least on the time frame that I am concerned with. So maybe I get away with one. Seuss. Inside of a crab on the right. So I'm playing the structure over here on the right. See if I can get some, if they're going to allow us an accumulation in here or not. First time touchback on moderate buy. You know those bulls though, man. They will, lately they have been all over this. I find it interesting that they're going to come and maybe run to a high right prior to a news event though. News coming out in 8 minutes, unless somebody already knows. Somebody might already know something. Let's just know that's how they
NQ on the 5.
how they roll. Okay, green dots. Are they gonna mistake their claim here?
Down NQ on the 9.
Yes, they are. Okay, never mind. Get me bailed. No.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 30.
Let me bail, bro. Oh. Nasty. What a nasty run. What a nasty run. No fun. Oh, come on, man. Oh, you're nasty. Nasty. They made a nasty move. Look at this. Wow, look at this launch. And there's still room up above it to get to that PRZ up there at 26.040s. Super AO right here. Nasty. 6.4 on the 9s. Is that going to be enough to turn it? I think it will be. Yeah, it came up fast. Don't think it's going to last. So I'll probably lay my stake here. Power headshot now on the high time frame.
On the 9. Divergence down NQ on the 89.
DCR. As ES points, so NQ goes. ES is pointing up. It's starting to make a little head fake and shake. Let's see. Man, look what we did here on the 89. This 89 came in. 2-finger salute inside, and now just printing big bars here. New high. New, is that all-time high? Is that new all-time high? 26 O's. Right before the news.
Fib.NQ on the 9.
Double delta shift reversal. All right, I'm going to engage the bots as well.
Fib.NQ on the 5.
Still 5 minutes till the news.
5 minutes ago till we get the USD consumer
NQ on
confidence
the 9.
forecast 91, prior 89
Upper
for
bands
1.
touch NQ
Richmond
on
Fed
the
confidence
89.
index
Down NQ.
forecast -5, prior -7.
So before a parabolic move is going to turn, it's often going to need a triple crown. Doesn't have to be big, but there's one right there. We usually want to see it here on the 9s if it's going to be the big one. Somebody got the news early, it seems. Yeah. Okay, there's the spot. All right, so I'm going to engage on the bot on the 25. Let's see if that's the triple crown. Is that 1, 2, 3? Yep, there's a triple crown. Then again, dude, market can do whatever it wants, whenever it wants. That is the wild thing about what we do. That we place our bets, we put our risk on the table, and it's a stats game. I didn't mark up the big bear from before. Did everybody mark this one up on your 37? That is it's a 1500 level big bear in there. I did not mark him up earlier.
Fib.NQ on the 5.
Smash the like button.
Oh, it's not letting me mark it here. There we go, red, okay.
NQ on the 9.
All right, there we go. Marked it up here. That'll be important later. 2 minutes to the news.
Divergence down NQ on the 37.
Somebody knows something.
Fib.NQ on the 5.
Switch dot. All right, I'll add on bot here, and we're coming up into this news. What is it? 9:20. I'm sorry, 9:58. Nah, don't break that dot.
Fib.NQ.
There we go. Hold it.
One minute to go now. Lead with the USCB consumer confidence.
Enigma short on the NQ3.
Okay, Enigma coming in on the 3s. All right, having to peel it over the dot. If we're gonna crack through this shark, I'll have to peel it again. Okay, shark's still holding. Okay, got a triple crown there. There's a red dot. I would like to re-engage. Let's see if it's gonna let me. What's our time? Seconds till the news. Big red dot. Is it into a shark on the 37s? Let's just remember where we are currently sitting here right prior to that news event.
2 finger
84.5, 84.5, lower than the forecast of 91. Trading on the Richmond Fed Composite Index now.
NQ on the 5. Upper bands touch NQ on the 89.
Is that all we're gonna get? 1, 2, triple crown, red dot right in front of it. Is that it? They're gonna run it to the R1 still? Oy vey.
Richmond Fed Composite Index -6, -6.
Hoping to hold out to the front of this shark back,
On the 37.
but I don't know if we're gonna get it. We'll see. I'd like to see it back down to that. It'd be great if it goes all the way back down and lets us touch that bear out.
Enigma short on the NQ3.
Another Enigma coming in on the 3s. $10:01. 1 minute past the news.
Upper band.
Hearing popcorn all over it.
89.
Into that zone.
Upper bands
Touch the shark back one more time. It's literally touched it again. If this is a triple crown on the 37s, it could be huge. 26020s is a good way down there.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 37.
Here's what the 89 looks like. So all the way up,
Consumer confidence for January.
and then it's lone, kind of a lone leg on its own, big guy, just to come back up there and touch. I believe what I believe to be, that might be, I believe that's all-time highs. Is that correct? The all-time high, or is it just another high? Let me look to the left over here. It's clearing tops from the last few weeks for sure, but there might have been a high prior to that. I have to see. Not all-time high. Okay, thank you. So we have been higher than this.
US 2-year yield falls after a weak consumer confidence gauge.
Fib.NQ on the 5.
Okay, ES is into its golden ropes, at least for the low time frame. It's pointing back up again, so as ES points, so NQ goes. It's pointing up, and NQ popcorn on the tape. Nope. They're playing with it. Sitting inside the shark still, but can't get too heavy on it. Don't want to turn it into a big red day.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 37.
All right, power headshots. Inside of a shark on the 37s.
In it along on the GC2. Upper bands touch NQ on the 37. Touch NQ on the 89. Double delta NQ on the 5.
There's my sellers. Are they gonna get it there? Remember, I'm trying to hold to get into the front of that shark.
Enigma short on the NQ5.
For the T1 scenario. Potentially all the way back to the bear touch would be
NQ on the 37.
2610, 26010s.
Lower band.
Enigma.
NQ on the 37.
Add. Okay. Bot's got the better entry. I'll start peeling some right here on the bot.
37. Delta NQ on the 5.
Multiples. Peel off a little more on that dot.
On the 5.
We break it, I can re-add.
Double delta NQ on the 9.
Okay, now I'm gonna close it right there. Okay, so bots cleaning up at 14,885. Let's keep an eye on ES. We also just put in a Big cross here. Gonna add this to always on top so we can see it. There we go. Okay, so watch ES. As ES points, so NQ goes. I would love to see it continue to point down. Red dot there, but I am
Lower bands.
currently maxed on this one for exits. Set to 5. All right, I am prepped and ready. Hands ready. High time frame. We did hit the front of that shark, and we have a super AO here, so we could get that bounce. But I'd like to see a little bounce. That's fine. Maybe a little head fake up. Would love to see the secondary drop down into
Lower bands. Touch NQ on the 37.
the big bear down there. Just a bear touch. Let the bear out. Play touch would be awesome, but whether I get that or not, I don't know. We'll see. 10:07. 3 minutes till coffee time. If you haven't done so already, smash that like button. If you want to see more. Okay, it was a 5.1 on the optimized range. So 5.1 is, if you're talking about AO tuning, 5.1 for pivot turns here on the 37. 5.1 is enough to give it the juice, returning almost all the way back to my POE. About 30 ticks away. Yep.
According to
ES
traders,
pointing up here.
Seaborne crude oil exports from Western ports are set to decline in February.
I don't remember what I marked this area up for, but if I marked it, it was going to be important. It came right back down to it, and that's where they decided to pick it up again.
Just a bit more context then with US consumer confidence. It declined in January to the lowest level in more than a decade, or more pessimistic views of the economy and labour market.
Yeah, after you see a video on ClaudeBot and how basically ClaudeBot can come in and do every white collar job that you've ever thought about. It's scary. On a laptop. 8 gigs of RAM. Yeah, still pointing up. As ES points, so NQ goes. Look at this. I mean, wild. Is that a V up? Holy cow. 141 ticks back into the red zone.
Double delta NQ on the bands. Touch NQ on the 37.
Oh, she's a nasty girl. But, I mean, you're going to give me a super AO up here? Okay, so I'll re-engage the bot account on a super AO.
Delta NQ on the 9.
ClaudeBot, CLAWD. So it's a new thing. It's all the rage in the AI community right now over all Twitter, on there on Twitter. If you just type in ClaudeBot, CLAWBOT. I sent a link over to Plutonium. Did you get my link? I don't know. Did you get to watch that video yet? Holy cow, it's crazy, bro.
Enigma short on the NQ5.
Okay, Enigma, I'm going to add to the bot. Okay, so it could be a big day for the bot account here. Let's see. Saw some of it bookmark. Yeah, it's a long one. He literally walks through the entire setup and everything on that video. It's crazy. And then shows what it can do afterwards. Crazy. Like having a highly skilled personal assistant on a laptop, but not in the way that you usually think. Not your usual, like, okay, yeah, I've heard that before. You know, you got your assistant on your laptop. It's no. This ain't Mr. Clippy. Okay, I'm gonna lock in a little bit here on the bot account here, locking in almost 20k right now. It's at about 19,000 on the bot. I don't know, we'll see. Like, I want this full dropout here. I'm gonna pull some off here. There we go. Okay, over 21,000 now on the bots. Now we'll see if I'm gonna be pulling red or not. It is after 10:10 now, so it is coffee time. Normally we are taking our break there. Let's see, currently neutral. Did we get to 100 likes? Oh, we were so close, y'all. We were so close to 100. We are so close to 100 likes. Okay, I'll catch you guys back there in Discord. It is coffee time. Thanks for coming and hanging out here. So up 18 and some change. Be working through this play here inside of Discord. You guys help us out. Try to get this to 100 likes before that 10:10 so we can keep on going again. Thanks for hanging out. I'll catch you here this afternoon. We'll do some trading reviews and some teaching and training. And I will see you guys there in Discord. Don't forget, it is free. If you use code SAVE40, we have 40 slots open for the monthly lease to own. Use code SAVE40 to get 40% off of the normal $333 a month plan. I think it brings you under $200 a month for all the good stuff inside of AlgoBox. Use code SAVE40, S-A-V-E 40. Let me type it there in the chat there. And remember, it's only 40 seats. We started that yesterday, and it will go through February the 1st, or when those 40 seats are gone. Save 40% off of the 333. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.
Enigma short on the YM2.
The old adage where, you know, the individual investor doesn't have a chance because the institutional investor has better technology, better information, and, you know, more money and better opportunity. I don't think it's real anymore. I think the edge is on the individual investors because they're small, they're nimble, they can trade, they can use, they have better front-end technology.
Don't waste your time. Leave the technical analysis to us. You just play the game.
Amazon shares extend game 4. Dow Jones down 1%.
Forex is littered with crooks, black hat guys, all this kind of shifty characters and companies trying to extract money from your pocket and stick it into theirs. And one of the things that they do is operate these Forex signals.
Delta 5 billion. Long. Look for long. Harmonic pattern. Pick up. Down on freeze. Order filled. Target filled.